Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. Definitely appreciate you taking time out of your day to pay me a visit. Just launched on the Kishwaukee River. Launched out of Red Horse Bend. Tried to launch over at County Line, but with the water as low as it is right now, it's not feasible. That channel to get out to the river is just too shallow, so that's why we had to go over Red Horse. But we're just gonna paddle upstream pretty much as far as we can go, or energy wise, kind of fish along the way, hopefully find a few smallmouth. I only brought 2 normal rods with me, my Shimano SLX, which I got a popper on, and then I've got a just a spinning reel with an eco rig on it. But what I'm hoping to spend a good chunk of time on today is my fly rod, which I don't think I'm going to be fishing the fly rod off the kayak, but I'm dressed to be wet wading, so when we get to some hot looking spots, we'll get out of the kayak and wet wade with the fly rod. So that's the plan. Let's hopefully find a few fish. Ooh, that was a hit. Ooh, that was another hit. Ooh, oh, come on. Well, we got a sign of life. That's good. So the thing I remember about this river last time is the fish aren't really all that big, so I'm hoping I'm throwing small enough lures where they can realistically get it down, and I guess that's kind of why I brought the fly rod. So maybe it'll be better for me to get out, start making some casts with that fly rod. All right, we got our power pole down. I'm gonna go grab our fly rod, and I guess the first thing I should do is make sure I can get my keys and my wallet out of my pocket. I probably have my phone. Don't think I need any of those on me, just in case I take a swim. I guess should leave our power pole remote on my seat. I'll do that. I think we'll be okay. It's always a little nerve-wracking just seeing your kayak just kind of sitting there, but should be all good. So I've never really put out a video on me fly fishing. Fly fishing is one of those things that I grew up doing. Kind of where I grew up, we had some trout ponds that didn't freeze in the winter, and that was my only option for fishing because I do not like ice fishing. I don't like the idea of being on ice. So yeah, grew up fly fishing, mostly for little trout, like with a 5-weight rod, really nothing big. This year I did finally get myself a bass rod, something dedicated for bass fishing. This is just a cheap Cabela's Bass Pro Shops combo. It's a 9-foot 7-weight. I've used it a few times just solo, wading on the Fox, and it works well. I am by far no expert on fly fishing. Kind of self-taught myself. I have watched a few videos from like Mad River Outfitters. If you're looking for like a tutorial on how to do fly fishing, Mad River Outfitters has just an absolute awesome library of YouTube videos on how to learn how to fly fish. Fortunately, the one thing I did forget seems to be most of my kayak trips. I forgot my net. Trying to land a fish is going to be a little interesting. All right, there's our first fish. About the size I remember. Wow, this guy really wanted that Ned rig. Okay, caught that on a TRD craw on a 1/16 ounce nut head. Thanks, buddy. There we go. I lost him. God, wasn't a big guy, but would have been fun to catch one on top water. Let's see if there's another one back there. I tell you, when you're used to fishing out of the boat with spot lock, it's tough to not get frustrated just floating downstream. Oh, that feels like a good fish. Well, yeah, that's not a bad one. Let's see if I can actually land this guy without a net. Having a 9-foot rod with no net. It's not exactly easy. We're gonna have to just kind of beach him. Oh yeah, that's a good fish for a fly rod. Not bad. If you're going to be catching small fish, it's hard to beat doing that on a fly rod. That's better than the last guy. Alright, thanks, buddy. Oh. I'm just using a... I don't know the size of flies. I mean, I bought these probably... I got this either from Mad River Outfitters or a local fly shop when I was down in Gatlinburg. But either way, it's a black popper. Not a double cup, just a single cup. And all right, Let's see if there's a few more behind this rock. There's one. Ooh. Not as big as the last guy, but man, this is fun on fly rod. I thought that was a fish. Yeah, that might be the smallest one yet, but all right, thanks, buddy. I think that guy hit it as soon as it hit the water. Oh, there we go. That feels like a good fish. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a good looking smallie. Oh no. Okay, get out of that. Oh, oh, okay, this guy literally just went between my legs. Oh man. Really wish I had a net right now. Alright. Stay button, please. Wow, that is a fun fish to catch on a fly rod. Ooh. That's why he couldn't open up his mouth. Got him hooked really weird. Man, that's a nice fish. That might be the best Kitchawaki River fish I've caught. That's probably 14 or 15 inches. Okay, thanks, buddy. That guy was sitting just right in that confluence. All right, well, we'll see if we got any more in this undercut bank. There we go. I think this is a largemouth. Oh, I'm almost positive that was a largemouth. Crazy. So for the people that normally watch my channel for my Carpentersville Fox River stretch, I get very commonly asked what are my feelings on the removal of the Carpentersville Dam. It's a love-hate thing for me. I absolutely love having a smallmouth paradise that pool is, but it's just not a healthy pool in a sense. You know, I go out there and I only catch smallmouth, and again, that's awesome. I love not having to worry about pike or trash fish. You know, I catch catfish every now and again, but I've come to appreciate those. But that little largemouth, in my 10 years, 12 years that I have religiously fished that pool, I've caught one largemouth. One largemouth in those 10 to 12 years. That is why the dam needs to go. There should be a lot more diversity in that pool. You can argue it all you want. Again, I really like having just the smallmouth, but it's just not natural, in my opinion, to have a river system with just smallmouth and not having, you know, other fish that you're catching in there. So, and again, coming out to the Kishwaukee and catching a decent amount of smallmouth, but catching one little largemouth, that's what a river system to me should look like. Love it or hate it. That's my opinion. Switch the Ned rig over to a 3-inch trigger crawl just to see if I get more bites or not. There we go. GoPro battery's about to die. Let's see if we can get this guy in before it does. Wow, that is the smallest one yet. Incredible. Good to see this size in here, though. Sign of a healthy population of smallmouth. Come on. Ooh, that feels like a better fish. Oh yeah. That's actually a really good fish. I don't think there was fish this nice in this river. I guess this actually might not be all that much bigger than the one that I caught earlier. Again, I really wish I had a net right now, man. Okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely better than the fish I got on the popper. That's a really good fish. That's probably 16 or 17 inches. Okay, thanks, buddy. This spot is not really a spot that I was expecting to catch anything. We got some sticks kind of right up there, but I guess we're right right at the entrance of the deeper pool on the bend here. But yeah, I was not expecting a fish of that caliber. Actually, I just caught like a really small, like 4-inch, which made me realize I didn't have my camera on or recording. So I'm glad I caught that small guy. So I had that camera actually rolling for the big guy. Gotta say, I've been impressed with those two fish, those two larger fish. I did not think the Kishwaukee, or at least this part of it, had the water to have that size of fish. I mean, the average depth here seems to be like 2 feet. This pool, right here, looks like it's maybe about 4. We're about 5 hours in. It's just a little past 3 o'clock. I'm not sure how late I want to stay out, but if I'm catching fish like this and I'm able to keep going up the river, I guess I'm gonna just keep on trekking and see how far I can go. There's the fish. That feels like another really good one. This one might be better than the last one. Man, I tell you, first impressions are not worth a lick. I thought that this river only had like dinks in it, but I guess I just didn't go far enough up. This actually, part of the river is actually nice and deep. I don't think this is better than the last one, but man, it's a good fish. That is a stocky fish. Got it right in the top of the nose. Man, that's a textbook spot. That is a healthy looking smallmouth. I guess I'm gonna have to start coming to the Kishwaukee a little bit more often. Thanks, buddy. See you later. Whoa. Small guy. Okay, back to the small guys. Oh, the heck? That guy was literally just hanging on to one of the pinchers. That's wild. Okay. We've been at it for about 6 hours and 15 minutes. I have no idea how far up the river I've actually gone. I had no idea about these bridges. They look pretty cool, but it's already 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna start trekking back, hit some of the hot spot areas that we had some really good success on, and then hopefully be back by the launch around, hoping around 6. Ooh. Okay, all right. Thanks, buddy. Man, these little guys are a lot of fun. Wish they had hit the fly rod, but can't blame smallmouth for eating crayfish. There we go. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for us. Just lost that Ned rig. Overall, awesome day. Had just an absolute blast. This is not new water, but this is really only the second or third time I've ever been out on this stretch, so I'm going to call it unfamiliar water. Definitely a lot of fun going out on unfamiliar water, catching fish, catching some quality fish, but you know, I tell you, I had an absolute blast using this fly rod. So I'm gonna definitely try to make a few more trips this August with the fly rod, either back here to the Kishwaukee, or maybe out to the Apple River Canyon State Park, or I don't know, some other sort of clear water. I really kind of only try to use, I really only use fly gear in relatively clear water, It's just one of those kind of stigmas for me. But anyway, everyone, thanks for sticking with me, and I will see you all next time.